Hello students, welcome to today's question of the day. Today is 13 April and we are going to discuss another important question from the topic SQL functions. So let's discuss the question within a second. Question will be on your screen. So this is the question. It looks bigger but the answer is very simple. So it is of the 3 marks, and first I will read out the question, and this question also has internal choice. That means you can either attempt this question or this question, any one of the question you can answer as per your convenience. So first I am reading out this. Abhishek is working as a data analyst. He has created the following table. The table name is given as exam. Here the table has 5 columns, that is admission number, student name, class, stream and marks. Respective data is given here. You need to consider some special value, that is null is also there, so you need to take care of the null whenever you writing the output or writing the query. So the null value you should see it carefully, because its handling is little bit different from the normal values. So stream is given science, commerce, arts, you can see it. Class is of the 12, name is given and admission number is given. So he has written the following query. You need to predict the output of these queries. So the queries are given like select sum of marks from the exam where stream is equal to commerce. He is interested to give the output of this query. So you need to calculate the sum of the marks for the stream science. We will discuss it in detail in the later part of this video. Select max marks and min marks from the exam where stream equals to science. So here we are, whenever there is a stream science, you need to calculate the maximum of that marks and minimum of the marks, and then you need to add it up. And third question is average of marks. You need to print where the stream is science. So where the stream is science, you need to calculate the marks, add the marks and then divide by 2 number of rows, and it will calculate the average. We will see the output. Then select length function on the, apply the length function on this particular column as name, and where the marks is null. He is interested to only, it will apply the length function only on that column or that row whose marks is null. So only on that name it will be applied. So we will see the output in one by one. And in the internal choice, the question is given based on the above same table, exam table. You need Abhishek has executed the following queries. One query has executed count star from the student, and another query that he has executed as count marks from the students. Okay, so predict the output of the above given queries. So you need to predict the output of the given queries. You know the count star function gives the number of rows, and count marks function will give the non-null values in the column marks. So this will given as an output, and then if there is a difference in the output, then you need to justify why the difference is there. That is the question that is asked. 1 mark for correct output for this line, 1 mark for correct output this line, and 1 mark for the reason and justification of the output. So let's see the question and in detail. So the first portion of the question is given like this. So I am writing the output of the first portion. So select sum of marks from the exam where stream is equal to commerce. We are interested in the rows whose stream is commerce only. We are not interested into the science and arts here. Whenever we have specified any condition in the where clause of the query, so we need to calculate the sum of marks for those students whose stream is commerce. So here are only 2 streams, there are 2 students whose stream is commerce, so we are interested only in these 2 rows. So we need to calculate the sum of the marks, and you know the sum function is the aggregate function which will give one output for the multiple rows, and there are 2 rows 80 and 88, and its sum will be the output. So 80 plus 88 will be, what will be output? 168. So its output you can write like this, sum of marks, and then you will write like this, sum of marks, and then 168 you will write like this. So this like box you can create for the simplification. And then second portion of this question is select maximum of marks and minimum of marks from the exam where stream equals to science. Here we are interested only in those rows whose stream is science. So we will filter out the science stream first. First you need to look at the where condition always while solving such kind of question. Otherwise what you will do, you will calculate the maximum and minimum marks among all the entries. That is not asked. Actually we need to consider maximum and minimum marks only for the students whose stream is science, and previous query it was commerce. So for science stream there are 3 or 2 rows of the science stream. So what is the maximum marks function will return? Maximum marks function in the science column, science students is the maximum function, maximum marks is the 96, and then minimum marks of the science stream is 90. We need to add those two because it has asked in the question minimum of marks, then plus it with the minimum of marks. So both the values will be added, so it will be 6 and 186. So second query output will be what? Maximum of marks and then plus minimum of marks. You will write like this, and then you will write a box, and in this box you will write 186. So this way you can answer this question. Now we are going to look at the third question. Third question is also very simple, so you need to look the query. Select average of marks from exam where stream is science. Again we are interested in the stream science, so we need to calculate the average of the marks of the science students only. So here again 90 plus 96 divided by 2, average is calculated as sum divided by number of values. So here the number of rows it will be in case of this MySQL. Here you need to divide by 5, remember, because we are interested only where condition is there, and we are interested only in the average marks of the science stream students, not among the all students. So remember, divide by 2, not divide by 5. So here you will get the 45 plus and 46, I think 43. So it will be added as 40 and 88, I think the answer. So you can calculate the average, divide by 2, then you will get 88, I think so. Okay, you can check it, and you can check it here. So I think it should be 43. So 45 and 48, 48 it will be there na. So 45 plus 48 will be like 186 divided by 2, so it will be around 2 9 18 and 2 3, so it will be 93. So average of these values will be 93. Okay, so you can see it here. So you will write like this, average of marks, and here you need to write the output only, and just you need not to show this calculation. If you don't show, say okay, you can show it in the rough work portion if you want. Now this is the third portion. Now we will go and see the fourth portion. Fourth portion is also very simple. We will look at it and answer it. So in the fourth portion it is asked length of the S name where from the exam where marks is null. We are interested in to calculate the length of the this column S name where the marks is null. So marks is null means we are only interested in this row, because in these 5 rows there is marks value is not null. So length for those names will not be calculated. Only for this name, this null value marks, the length of the this S name will be calculated. So here the length function we will apply on the table column S name. Column name you need to look at carefully. So length function, what length function do? It will count the number of characters in the name, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 6 is the length of the S name, that is Manish, whose marks is null. So this way you can answer this query. So very easily you can predict the output of this. So you will get the 3 marks. First 2 portions are of the half marks, and another last 2 portions are of the 1 mark. So this is how you will get the 4 or 3 marks in this question if you correctly answer these values. You can directly write the output also. If you don't want to make these boxes, you can make these boxes for better presentation, it will be better. Now we will see the OR portion of this question, what is asked in the OR. So in this OR question, based on the above given table named exam table, again we need to consider, and Abhishek has executed the following query. We need to predict the output of these queries. Count star function is a group function or aggregate function which returns the number of rows in a table. So here the number of rows are, how many number of rows are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 rows are there. You need not to consider this header row. Remember, some students count this as a row and they will write the output as 7 instead of 6. So its output is 6. So count star from students output will be what? So count star function will return number of rows. and its output is 6. And the select count marks. Count marks will apply only on this particular column only. So marks column, it will count the non-null values, means null will not be counted, other values will be counted. So 1 2 3 4 5. So count marks function will return you the output as 5. Okay, so you need to predict this output, and then what you need to do, you need to predict the output you have already predicted, and also give proper justification output generated through each query. So in the justification of the first query, what you can write, justification of the first query, you can write count star is an aggregate function. You can write like this, in an aggregate function which returns the number of rows in a table. So in a table, so exam table contains 6 rows, hence output of count star is 6. You can write like this. For the second portion, what you will write, count marks or is a aggregate function which counts the non-null values in a column. So here marks column contains one null value, hence output is 5, because here one value is null. So among total number of rows are 6, but one null value is there, so 5 will be the output for this query. So this way you can justify your answer very easily. Writing is little bit running handy, so you should not you may not understand this, but I have spoken out while writing, so you can write if you want to write it. Okay, so this way you can answer 1 mark for this query output, 1 mark for this query, and 1 mark for this justification. So this way you can answer this question. If you write the answer like that, you will definitely get the 3 out of 3 marks. Thank you so much. If you like this video, please press on the like button and share it with your classmates so that everyone can get benefited. See you in the next video with another important question. Thank you.